finished it yet. When you take a look at the parts using the graphic section of the part that's going to have the mesh tool, you'll see a little bit of it evident on there to make the coloring, but once you get an outline of the object, it's easier to do. In this duplicating, for example, this band that has all the different pieces can give you that technique of that look, but then using that gradient mesh tool to help you with the coloring, overlapping any of the pieces that you see, and you can start to create that illustration close up. Anything like the bolts or the screw that's in there can just be a plus sign with the Pathfinder tool connected. This just has a couple different gradients as you go through some of the pieces. Just make sure that you save your gradient, because you can then use it as a model for the next one, and just by modifying some of the coloring to change that shape. All these stripes were just made with two pieces coming across to make that section. The type was just using some of the warp, changing it to paths so you can then make it into a gradient, and then putting a shape above this to make it a clipping group allows you to see that top part clipped off the edge, so you don't really have to cut it. You can just simulate it so it looks like it's cut in. And then just for the shading, putting a stroke over the top with a little bit of the transparency and the blur in order to get some of that technique that has it in there. So depending on where you get to some